to share it with you just so you think about this when it comes to messaging. You know, this workshop, people don't, that have been through any of our training, never confuse those with presentation skills. Messaging and presentation skills are completely different. This is presentation skills. You're going to do all the coaching around voice, body, and words, which we have to do to support message. But it's one module, one small area. But think about it. 7% through words, 38% of your communication is through voice, and 55% through body. You agree with that? Sure. So look at, if you combine voice and body, 93% of your message is delivered at the unconscious level. Think about that. How many times do you ever want, I want to make a point, so I'm going to stand with my feet 18 inches apart, my head tilted 7 degrees to the right, my right on up for emphasis. Okay, I made my point switch. You don't do that, do you? Shields in your own head, okay? You don't do that because it's all natural. But yet, which part do you think most salespeople, including marketing, spend 100% of the time on? Or most of it? Words. And I'm telling you, folks, words don't matter. They do, but not as much. You can believe somebody based on voice and body. Believability comes through that. So we work with them on this to understand it. So when you have, what I wanted to tell you on this, when you have a power position, I think I've got a little of these queued up. When you've got a power position, you're incredibly powerful when it comes to your voice and body are in alignment with what you're saying. The other thing I want to say is webinars. You guys do a lot of webinars today, web presentations, restricted travel, people aren't going out nowadays, right? Say goodbye to 55% of your message. That stinks, doesn't it? They redid this study. Words doubled to 14% and the rest went over to voice. Do you think your body impacts your voice? You better believe it. Do you think your confidence level impacts your voice? So when you're talking about power positions, things that you truly know are unique to you, you think that comes across in your voice? I'm telling you, if half the salespeople I listen to on the phone, if that were a surgeon getting ready to work on me, I wouldn't let him do surgery. Because they don't sound very confident. Kind of think that hopefully, that's what I want to cover with you. 7%. We just do a little bit of coaching on you phrasing throughout the body of your presentation. I in the beginning, when you give your credentials, you phrase it, and we at the end. Where do we go from here? We'll talk about that. And the main thing I want to point out here is watered down words. If you can avoid watered down words, everybody has a few of them. Most people today have way too many of them. I love, well, I kind of think that hopefully I'm going to try to actually allow the system to basically demo itself. Okay? Right? Right? Writing K's is the one I get. I've been working with an individual recently that he writes everything, right? Okay, right? It influenced me to buy. He's twisting my arm, right? It happens. So these watered down words distract from your message. Confident people tend not to use them as much as people who are not sure of their solution. Again, alignment with power positions. Knowing that you're going to do something that's unique to you gives you incredible power as a messaging person. Person delivering the message. Got a video, but I don't know what I said. Here's what we coach to when it comes to your voice. You got to talk with your best friend's voice. There should be no difference. When I was with two executives from a major company last week, senior vice presidents. One was the president of the unit, one was the senior vice president. And they just give them the respect, obviously, but the point is, be your best friend's self. And your best friend's self has the same speed, same pauses, tonality is natural. It's a natural give and take because you're just mirroring whoever you're talking with. And it's relaxed and confident. So when you use your best friend's voice, I should say, I think that's itself, but your best friend's voice, it's one that comes across that way. You're not talking down to them or selling them or anything like that. So we talk to your people about how this all gets in alignment with your power positions. And last is body, and we just get a few coaching things on here, and I won't handle a lot of them, but eye contact, for example. Many conversations with everybody in the room, none of that scanning the room stuff that people, gimmicks try to put out there. Handling objections. What do you think your body does when you get an objection? Salesperson. tenses up, they also take a step backwards. You know, what's the number one objection? Give me one.
Too expensive.
You're too expensive. Well, I'd like to address that. You're out of there. What we coach salespeople to do, anybody, when you're messaging, is you get an objective, especially when it's rooted in emotion. We'll talk about later. Step into it. I can understand how the cost of a solution is massive. 2009 is going to impact your company. Step into it. So I'm ready to handle that, because you start to back away from it, like backing out of the saloon, oh, I don't like this. Anything to do with bad habits, we talk about that, which I won't go into now. I'm just not necessary. But again, mirroring the body, and the fact that you're looking for is what we call a hormone cocktail. It's the emotion. You ever heard? A hormone cocktail is defined as what your body does when you either get at their emotion and it's positive or negative. I'll give you an example. Here, I'll do a little cooking demo for you. If I can get to where everybody can see me, this is my example of a hormone cocktail. How about right here? Okay. So you said in a presentation, somebody does this. They go, positive or negative? You've seen it though, right? The other ones do this. They'll go. You seen that? Do you think they said, okay, I'm going to move in my seat so that the presenter knows that I'm either irritated or very excited with what they're talking about? Do you think the person that moves did that mentally? No. That's why it's called a hormone cocktail. When you get a level of emotion from your audience, the body is flooded with a particular hormone that makes you move. You cannot sit still. Positive or negative. And so as a messaging guy, as a salesperson, or even, I don't care, I'm talking to my kids' baseball team or football team, I'm looking for hormone cocktails. My job is to get hormone cocktails. I'm looking for people to move to the edge of their seat. I say that every week because I physically make people do it. I want you sitting at the edge of your seat all the time, or whenever I can do it. I know different areas where it's going to happen. And that's what my job is to create those hormone cocktails so that I know that I'm at some level of emotion with a prospect. Because people buy based on what? Emotion. And justify with what? Logic, fact, or reason. You hear it all three ways. And it's a fact. People buy on emotion. So, that's what I'm looking for, but that's from the body standpoint, that's how you get it. So just a few little facts on voice and body. Any questions about that? Anything you saw that you may not agree with? Or we don't spend a lot of time on it, just like I'm not, but I want you to know it's there. And it comes into alignment when you have power positions and confidence to deliver a message in a way that's going to create impact. Different from everything else you've seen. And the point is, when it all does come into alignment, back to Robert Ornstein in his book, he said, we're like people with multiple personality disorders, except ours are connected. Now think about this. He called it wheeling a mind in place. Now, you've done it before. I mean, it's called different cells, we call it. I have a gate agent.